Pisces, hello, how are you guys doing? Welcome to your weekly reading with me. I'm going to dive straight into it, okay? Let's see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. For my gorgeous Pisces, let's get one card out, please, Spirit, for them for this week. Safety. Libra just had that, so that's interesting. You guys are working on your safety and security. So usually this is your relationships, your home space, feeling safe in your life, even if it's within yourself, of course. So this says safety is a foundation of life. Cherish the calm moments. All right, let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's see what else is going on for you guys here. For Pisces, oh, and orphaned energy. That's an interesting one. So orphan comes through when we're feeling lonely, we're feeling neglected, we're feeling lost in some way. Let's see, feeling orphaned, abandoned in some way. One more. Okay, now the immediate message I have to say is that safety, the best safety is found within. Pisces, what are you guys going through? It's okay, we deal with that. Listen to me, bestie. This is the beginning of the year, okay? So even if it's starting rocky, we're going to take control of it, okay? Because it's yours to take control of, and I'm saying that in an inspiring way, okay? To uplift you, not to make you scared or anxious. No, this is your year for the making, okay? We're going to control what we can control, accept what we can accept, and we're not going to allow negative situations or vibes or feelings to get the best of us. We're going to sit there, we're going to understand them, we're going to look at them, but we're not going to dwell in them, okay, my angels? So regardless what we say in this reading, we're going to make this year great, okay? So let's look at it. So safety being here with both anxiety and orphaned does feel like there's a lot of inner work that needs to be done this year. And that's okay, right? That's good, because that means you're going to come out of it incredible and amazing. So there's a few things I have to say about it. Because orphans coming in, it does feel like maybe, things that you were relying on to bring you safety and security are not giving that to you anymore. Maybe that person left you, or maybe that job, shut down or fired you or made you redundant or whatever it is. It seems like whatever you look to for safety and security, like an orphan, right? Usually it's your parents. You feel abandoned in some way. Whatever happened to you, you're feeling abandoned, right? This is definitely a lack of safety and security. Almost in the middle of a battlefield here. Okay? It is like a bride here who's been abandoned, right? So you also have anxiety coming through as well. So some of you might just really be dwelling on a lot of life right now. And that happens during this kind of holiday season. So I get it completely. So let's just dive into it. Let's see what Spirit has to say about it. Okay. You also have anxiety coming through. So a lot of you could not only be feeling upset about things that have happened in your life and maybe where you are currently, but you're also worried about what's to come, right? Because anxiety here is she's seeing a storm outside and she's crying about it as if it's already hit her house, but it's not. And she doesn't even know if it will. So it's almost, that's what anxiety is about, right? It's the fear of the unknown, the what ifs. I'm hearing you're straying away from your intuition. You're straying away from your light. So that's something to work on this week, and we will. Don't worry. Okay, let's do it. So building safety within seems to be the priority this week. Well, let's see what other cards are coming out here. Okay, we don't want to, it's okay to depend on other people at times whilst you're building security within, though. That is the main source of everything. It should always come from yourself, because then if people don't give it to you, then it's okay, you're fine. Okay, that's why self-love is key, because if somebody withtracks their love, it's okay, I got plenty inside, It's almost like you need to learn how to be okay within yourself through this year. So no matter what life throws in your way, you're invincible. Okay, so becoming invincible. Let's see what else is going on for you. Let's get a few of these. This could just really be dealing with certain feelings. It might not even be as intense as what it's showing up. It could really be that you're working on this already, trying to overcome anxiety, trying to overcome the past, Let's see. For Pisces, please. Let's see. Okay, one more. Interesting how these two came up together. So I don't know if these are related or not. I'll show you. So this says gavel, okay, involvement with the law. Okay, you have affairs with your family. Okay, so things could be happening with the family right now, and you could also be doing some legal things right now too. You have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you at this time. They could be reaching out. You have a journey. You guys could be going on a journey at this time, either physical or mental. And mule, that's an interesting one. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I wonder if that's the family. I wonder what that is. A mule. I was just feeling, okay, anyway, let's carry on. Let's just dive into the rest of your messages here. I feel like I need the tarot to get clearer on what's going on for you guys. Okay, so let's see. For Pisces this week, Spirit, what is going on for Pisces? Let's see the overall energy of this week in the tarot, please. What are your messages for them? For the energy of this week. What is that? Three of Cups. Okay. That's quite nice. Let's clarify it before we jump ahead of ourselves. But Three of Cups is a card of celebration. So there is something that you guys are celebrating within this week. Okay. And the Three of Swords is here. I do feel like, okay. Three of Cups. This could be friendships that you're missing. I wonder if this is what you're reflecting on as the Three of Cups. Because Six of Cups coming over orphaned energy. Even if you're celebrating something, I wonder if your mind just takes you back to the past in some way, or heartache. You know, you could be celebrating small wins, but that might be the anxiety. It's like you're worried that something will repeat itself. What is this, Pisces? Because the Three of Cups is a good card. It could be overindulgence in a way. It could be, you know, focusing only on short-term happiness and not your long-term happiness. That's things like scrolling on social media brings you happiness now, but it doesn't make you happy when you've neglected all your goals and dreams and stuff for it, right? It's like, I feel like that's what they're wanting you to do for some of you, is really prioritize your long-term happiness. And that could be about doing things that are difficult, you know, going into the unknown or building on your safety and security within yourself, right? Because the Six of Cups being here is nostalgia, and the Three of Swords is about pain, heartache. Why is the Three of Cups in the overall energy this week? The Five of Cups. It does look like you guys are focusing on what's spilled. So the Three of Cups is interesting because this is in your position, right, of this week, and that is about happiness and celebrating something, even if it's small. But the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups, again, it does feel like you're almost like ruining it for yourself, because it's like, yeah, but what if this doesn't last, or this is not going to last, or, you know, but what if this happens, or I've done this before and it didn't go well. Even if it's about achieving your goals, you're trying to boost your emotional well-being, and then it feels like there is a thought that comes in and says, well, this happened before and it didn't work out for me. You know, I wonder if that's what it is, because in the Five of Cups there is 3 cups spilled, and the Six of Cups, the past. You know, it's just really want you to focus on your feelings at this time, because it does feel like you're very sensitive at this time, which is normal for a Pisces. You guys are empaths. You feel things so strongly, and to do with others around you too. I wonder if maybe you have some friends that make you feel like this. You know, I wonder if it's something that you can move yourself away from to feel better about yourself. Let's get one more to clarify it for you. Why is the Three of Cups the overall energy for this week? What is that about? Judgment, about releasing, surrendering. Five of Swords is here, about conflict, okay? And arguments, I feel like it's removing yourself from maybe a little circle of people here. If it makes you feel disappointed, if it makes you feel, if people are disappointing you, for example, if something is just on your mind and it's not making you happy, it's a really good time to change it, okay? I wonder if it's wanting you to focus on the 3 cups, so picking them back up again, or finding happiness in this present moment somehow, because the Judgment is addressing the truth of a situation, gaining clarity over a situation, but most importantly, it's a card of surrender and release. Releasing the past, okay, for a lot of you. Let's move forward then. Let's see. For the energy of Pisces then, can we get a card out for them? The Knight of Swords. So a little bit of an aggressor here. That might not be the best word for it. The Knight of Swords usually rushes ahead of itself and jumps to conclusions and is planning on its attack, right? And with all these feelings, it could be that you're just feeling triggered and you just want to go and give someone a peace of mind, or you just want to rush ahead and make these quick changes. But of course, it's going to kind of confirm our feeling that things aren't working out, because when we're rushing ahead and not planning first, or we're jumping to conclusions, we're kind of setting ourselves up for failure a little bit here. So let's just see what this is. I'm so sorry to give you a reading like this. I really hope that whoever it resonates with, if it does, gets what you need out of it, because this is not going to resonate with everybody, of course. But let's see. Knight of Swords. Why is this here in the energy of Pisces. One more. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups here. 6 of Swords. So in a positive light, the Knight of Swords can be great for being determined, right? And you know, running into something headstrong. That's great if you have all of the facts and figures. Especially with legal situations, you don't want to rush anything. Make sure you have everything that you need. 6 of Swords is good in a way that you are moving forward. Again, there could be some travel coming on or a journey coming through, and that could be important for you guys. But this is saying that you're moving towards calmer waters, okay? So whatever you've been through, you are moving towards stability, because that is what that card represents. 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Maybe you guys have had a really difficult time in your love relationships. But what's interesting is there are 2 people here in this connection, and there are 2 people left outside. So I wonder if there's a little bit of both people feel left out in the cold, or both, maybe you and somebody else might be struggling right now in your own life. So whatever it is, like, it's almost like that could be the case here. 5 of Pentacles within yourself, there is this little bit of a hole or a wound, though, that has been left from personal relationships. You know, feeling left out in the cold, feeling at a lack, or feeling, you know, out of place in a way. It feels like maybe you're craving, you know, connections with people, but you are afraid to go into it because, you know, previous ones have ended in pain. You know, it's interesting. So healing that wound will be important, okay? But let's dive a little bit more into the rest of your spread here, guys. What is going on? Like, what is the challenge, please, or blockage or obstacle for Pisces this week? Queen of Swords, and what is that? The Knight of Pentacles. So your challenge this week is definitely to place stronger boundaries, to listen to your head when it's guiding you where to go, because the Queen of Swords is all about her head is clear. She knows logically what to do, where to go, or what she's looking for. She's got a clear mind. That's your challenge here. But she may have a clouded heart. So I almost feel like that is you. Like, you've been through a lot. Queen of Swords is like a very, very... She's been through a lot, right? She's the widow usually in out of the queens and kings. She's gone through a lot of loss in her life, and I feel like so have you. You've been through a lot of challenge, at least lately. So even though your heart may not be super clear right now, I think that what they're wanting you to do is really start to plant the seeds for yourself, because the Knight of Pentacles is always my card of personal development. And I feel like you may not know or see your way out of what you're going through right now, but you will. You just need to start taking some action and working on yourself and be more disciplined with yourself and having more boundaries to others. I would say to protect your heart right now is important so you can heal it. Okay? So your challenge is to step into this energy, but of course I'm going to clarify that too for you. So let's see what's going on for you there. For Pisces, please, the Knight of Pentacles is building towards safety and security. So that's really why that's in your challenge position. It's something to work towards. Why is the Queen of Swords in a challenge position, please? Yeah, this is again about, in order to start to seek some growth, we have to really start working towards it with discipline and again with using your logic. If you have been tied up to something here, again, the Queen of Swords has a sword, so it's time to cut ties with anything that's making you feel a certain way so you can focus on one thing at a time, or again have more time to focus on your safety and security. But it really feels like safety and security is about your inner world. That shadow work, focusing on certain wounds within. And maybe it is financial. You know, maybe it is that you're worried about what the future holds because you feel in a tough situation right now. You're lacking security. But I do feel like everything's going to work out. Okay, you just need a little bit of a clear head. Maybe not a clear heart, but a clear head is enough to move forward. Okay, and I feel like that's what they're wanting you to do. So the Knight of Pentacles, why is this in a challenge position? The Wall, to start something fresh, to accept an ending. Okay, you cannot change that. Any betrayal or any difficult situation that you've been through, any ending that you've been through, it's time to start something fresh. Okay, move into that, because with this being with the Knight of Pentacles is great, because again, you're moving into personal development, working on yourself and stability, working on your finances. Maybe there is a new job coming your way if it's resonating in that area of your life for you. So however it resonates, it will be okay. You just have to accept an ending and a loss, right? So that you can move into a new cycle. Okie dokie then. Let's dive into your external world so I can understand what's going on around yourself. Let's see for you guys. Okay. For Pisces, what's going on externally? What's going on in their external world, please, Spirit? The Star. Healing, vulnerability, for sure. Let's clarify that though. The Star. The Lovers. So it could be some healing in a relationship, could be the case here, or vulnerability in a relationship, because the Lovers can be that, but the Lovers can also be about your choices. And I feel like what that means here is that you're being guided to make choices that are actually aligned to your goals. Okay, so whatever that is. That coming over here as well is really about releasing, surrendering, and letting go. Now, the fact that you have major arcana cards here in the area of your external surroundings, that's where the biggest change is happening. Okay, that's where the major energies are. So it's in your external world. That needs to change, or there needs to be something here. The Star, the Lovers, Judgment, truth, clarity, things will make themselves super clear for you to surrender and release, okay? To make the right decision here. If there has been conflict in a partnership, for example, if you're in a relationship, there's been a bit of conflict, feeling left out in the cold, for example, I do feel like vulnerability and will heal that with Judgment. I feel like both needs to be completely honest and listen and to be completely clear, because it will make more sense and you'll be able to make more decisions or make a good decision for the both of you. Outside of relationships in your life in general, again, it does feel like you're having to surrender the past, the orphaned energy, the old narrative of your life, so you can focus on making better decisions that are completely different and are aligned to your dreams and goals in the future, okay? Because the angels calling the trumpet here, they're saying it's time. It's time to build safety and security in your life. The Star is a very vulnerable card, so it's good in a way that I do feel like you're going to be able to build a safe space for yourself where you are going to feel open to be vulnerable. But let's see what's going on in your inner world. I will say your reading's a big old puzzle for me. I will say I'm not super clicking with it very well, but it's clearly a message for somebody, so I will still put it out there, of course, as always. Right, let's see. In your inner world for Pisces, the Seven of Wands. So definitely feeling like you're having a hard time, right? Seven of Wands is like up against all odds, right? It feels like life is really challenging you right now and it's almost hard to see your way out of it, right? The Seven of Wands is just that. It feels like there's so much that is up against you. Look how gorgeous these cards are. Now, the good thing with this card says, despite how things look, you will overcome everything that you're experiencing right now, okay? So don't give up on yourself. Let's just clarify this though. What's quite beautiful about this card is like you are definitely on a journey here. And I wonder if that's the beauty behind it. I don't know. Look how gorgeous this is. I wish I could teleport in some of these cards. Right, let's see. Seven of Wands. Is that your escapism? Seven of Wands. Let's see. Why is this here, please, for Pisces? Yeah, you see. And that Three of Cups coming through again. I feel like it's focusing on your feelings and slowly building your feelings back up again. So the fact that the Eight of Swords came up on top of safety, usually this is a card of feeling trapped, all right, feeling stuck in your circumstances, which makes sense with the Seven of Wands. The fact it's reverse tells me that you're finding a solution. Okay, which is good. You're no longer feeling trapped. You're freeing yourself. Okay, freeing yourself. And it came on top of safety. I wonder if that means in order to have safety, we have to free ourselves from something. And I wonder if that's the past. I wonder if that's memories. I wonder if that's specific people. I wonder if that's anxiety. They're showing me the similarities of these cards, actually. The red there. I'm hearing something and it's almost, I don't know what the ending of the sentence is, but what I was saying is like you cannot feel safe if your mind is constantly showing you reasons why you shouldn't feel safe, right? You cannot feel stable if your mind is showing you scenarios where that is kind of being like ruined in a way. Showing me the Tower, right? I don't know if this, wonder if this is even you or if it's somebody else around you worried. I don't know, but the Eight of Swords, freeing yourself from the mind does feel like it's something they want you to work on or towards. All right, let's get one more for that. Seven of Wands. Or even if it's from a situation, if it's literally a situation that is making you feel trapped, you got Seven of Swords, then it's time to escape that, okay? Not to stay with people who make you feel unsafe, including your own self. Seven of Swords can sometimes be about our own self-sabotage, like I was saying. So free yourself from this energy. And regardless, by the way, this doesn't get resolved overnight. You don't just cure your anxiety. You don't just cure your depression. You don't just cure whatever overnight by going, okay, I'm going to think differently now. No, it takes some time. It's a challenge. It's a choice. And it's hard. It's hard choices. And it's hard to even analyze it as that because it doesn't feel like it in the moment. I get it. Guys, I get it. It's almost like in the moments where you want to self-sabotage or the moments where you want to go back to the past or the way of thinking, whatever, you have to be strong on yourself and go, I'm aware of it. I'm aware of my desire to go that way, but I'm going to do something to get away from that energy. Because it does feel like it's like you're stuck in a cycle and you have to fight for it, right? I wonder what this is for you guys. It's very hard for me to explain because it could be external, could be internal. I don't know. But it's just you're feeling unsafe, right? We're working towards feeling safe. And if you are in a toxic situation where you feel unsafe, leave it, right? Leave it. Okay. What is the advice then, please, for Pisces this week that you have for them? The Sun. Oh my God, that's so gorgeous. And a Nine of Cups being there. I could cry because the Sun is all about happiness. This coming as your advice is so beautiful because it's almost like saying, like, you may feel this way right now, upset, down, left out, not good enough, whatever it may be, but the Sun is like your reality can completely change. Like, this is not what you need to feel forever. And just like, because I want you guys to know that that's real, I was in a really difficult point many years ago. Well, I would say about 5 years ago, before I started this channel. And I never saw myself getting out of that, right? It was all that I knew, right? It was all that I grew up in. It's all that I saw people go through. And it just, where I am now, I would never believe I was able to have, right? I had this little feeling deep down that there was more to life, right? But I was so close to not being here. I wouldn't even be in front of your screen if I had kept going with that energy. And all it took, well, I say all it took, again, it was difficult. I had to change something in my life. I actually, at that point, had to drop out of school. School was not the issue. It was not the issue at all. I actually quite liked it, but it was, it was making my anxiety worse. So I had to change something, and that change led to another change, which led eventually to my happiness. And I'm beautiful, and I'm in a completely different space. Who I was back then is not who I am now. I'm nowhere near. Completely different. And I feel like that's the difference between Orphan and the Sun. It's just your little reminder here that your life can completely change. It doesn't have to be this way. This may be all that you've seen, all that you've felt, all that you've been through, all that you've seen others go through, but the Sun is here, and you are able to have that. That Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment, your self-satisfaction, your happiness levels, okay? The Sun is all about success, celebration, and happiness, joy, innocence, freedom. You can have all of that, Pisces, okay? You can have that safety. You have to build it from within first, of course. Right, the Sun. Let's clarify that for you. Why is the Sun the advice? So that's so interesting. Yeah, I feel like this is it. Like what we were saying before, it felt like we were kind of like ruining our own happiness a little bit here. Like when things go good, we start saying that it's going to start going bad now because good things don't happen to me. Whatever your narrative is, they want you to change that because the Three of Cups coming through with the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups is you really prioritizing your feelings and happiness. And you, celebrating the small wins and having fun with maybe some friends if there are some good people around you, or focusing on building a quality circle of friends, even if it's not now, in the future. I wonder if you are the stubborn one and unwilling to change, but that's its own thing. you've been tired from carrying a lot of burdens in your life. But at the sun with the Three of Cups, start celebrating small wins. Build that safety, emotional safety for yourself first. Okay? Three of Cups, gratitude. Advice here, focusing on gratitude. The small things, maybe only a few things that you're grateful for today, but hopefully tomorrow will be different. But just keep writing it down. Keep focusing on it, okay? Because that Five of Cups earlier is that we're a bit pessimistic. So if we start looking at the good, the things we do have, the things that we can use to grow and make ourselves happy, then we'll shift our moods. By the way, music can help shift moods, by the way, too. Anything that helps you shift your mood, do that, okay? Even when it's hard. I feel like music is an easier one because it doesn't require that much effort. Put on your favorite song. I have a playlist of songs that actually get me bouncing, right? So when I'm feeling upset, because when we're feeling sad, we want to listen to sad music, right? And it can make us sadder. But I just feel like happy music or happy programs, I don't know, anything that kind of changes your state, even dancing, whatever changes your state of being, do that. That's why gratitude is great, because it helps you in a 24 hours of negativity to have 10 minutes or an hour of gratitude, right? And that will slowly grow. You're trying to tip the scales here and go towards a different reality, right? Anyway, I love you guys. I freaking really do. And it's sad to see you guys going through a little bit of a struggle here. So I'm sending you my absolute love, and I'm sending you, I will take some of my happiness and give it to you if I could, because I want everyone to be happy. And I get it. I've been there. So whatever you're experiencing, just know that things can completely turn themselves around. And I want that to be the main message for you here. Okay, my angels. So I love you. I wish you all the best. I send you my love. And I'll see you guys in the next one, all right?